my team highlight, and then we can go into prediction. So my team highlight, look, man, I've been delaying it all season. I've been delaying it. I didn't want to talk about them, but now I feel like I have to. And that is the team that has been graced by the football gods that no matter what happens to them, they continue to win.
Okay.
And it's the Kansas City Cheifs, man.
Oh, a bunch of frauds.
Still the only undefeated team in the league. They just continue to win games. It baffles me.
Yes, it baffles the mind how close they are.
It's you have this Broncos game where Broncos should get it done. There is one more play left, and that special teams line gets absolutely blown up by like 5 Chiefs players.
Oh yeah,
like
that last kick.
5 linemen lost their battles. Like it was insane, and swats the ball away and lose. This was a game where Kansas City, in general, every single game, it just feels like they look dead offensively. They're starting to get a little bit more mojo going with Travis Kelce, but DeAndre Hopkins hasn't really been anything special.
He had a drop.
I mean, I don't even know who else I could really name, to be honest with you. But they just continue to get it done, spreading the ball around. Like Pacheco, I've heard is close to returning.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be coming back. So that will help boost him a lot. And not even just the weapons, but the offensive line for Kansas City's struggling too. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, I feel like, is constantly on the run. There's been kind of a rotating circus over there. But even when he escapes the pocket and he slithers his way out of there, somehow he finds Kelce or whoever else that's on that team the ball. And I don't know, man. The only thing I can test this to was that Andy Reid has been getting shit on when he was at Philly for years about how he couldn't win and he kept on falling off and just couldn't get over the hump for I don't know how long was he in Philly for, 13 years or something like that, of 10 years or whatever it was of just struggling, of not getting over it. And now it feels like since he's came to the Chiefs, he's just getting by somehow. It's crazy. But you know what? It's a testament of how good of a coach he is, because even when you're bad, even when you're struggling, you're still winning. Because you can look at my side of the aisles like a Jaguar fan. We have countless games this year that we should have won. I think there's only been one game this year where we weren't within 5 points, and that was against the Bills. So it just find ways to lose, but good teams find ways to win, and that's how this Kansas City Chiefs team is. So I got to give credit where credit's due. It's hard to do that. I think obviously the defense has kept them in games. The defense for this Chiefs team has been really good, which is, you don't historically think of the Chiefs as an elite defensive team. They have players that come up in big moments that they have over the years, and they've always had a solid line of getting after the quarterback. But this year, I just feel like both levels, all 3 levels, they look really good in the secondary mid linebacker and the lineman position. So they've kept them in there. Now, do I think the streak will continue? Will they have a perfect season? I'm going to say no. And a little preview for what we're going to get in the predictions. I think they lose against Buffalo. I think they finally meet their match. I think Buffalo is going to be too much for them, and they're finally going to lose. But after that, man, let me pull up this Chiefs schedule.
I was looking.
It looks pretty favorable.
There's only 3 teams that probably could give them a loss unless there's a trap game in there. You already said week 11 they place the Bills. Maybe week 14 they play the Rams, and maybe week 16 they play the Texans. Maybe one of those.
See, I'm opposite. So for me, I think they win those games. I think I think the Chargers is a tough game. Oh wait, when you said the Rams, did you mean the Chargers?
Oh, Chargers. I mean, sorry, I saw Los Angeles.
Yeah. Chargers. I'm with you. I think that's a tough game. That was a close game last time. The Steelers is a tough game. That's going to be really tough, and it's going to be probably fighting for number 1 position at that point. Potentially, who knows? And then that Broncos game is end of season, because I think the Broncos are going to be fighting for a playoff spot right there. And we saw that maybe they should have won this past week if it wasn't for the special teams completely fumbling it. So that could be. So like you said, I think there's 3. Well, if you include the Bills game, 4 tough games, but realistically, they could win them. So, I mean, we've seen the Bills get absolutely befuddled by the Ravens. So I mean. You never know, but it's possible. It's not a huge uphill battle. All these games are winnable. I think like the true, really tough ones is going to be the Bills this week and Steelers in week 17 or 17. So yeah, man. All right.
Am I gonna be rooting
Any
for
final?
Am I rooting for the Bills, man, next week? Am I really gonna be? Is this Doll fan really
Do
gonna
you
be
hate
rooting
the
for the
Chiefs
Bills to
that
win?
much?
I hate them both. I don't want them. I want nobody to win. End in the tie. But let's get into it.